George and Jordan. All right, looks like we are ready to go. All right, round one will be live loop, and we'll get the party started here in less than 5. All right, first lap on the new layout. Anthony going to 17.9. Got Carter throwing down 16.3. Rich going 19.4. Theo with 20. And Patrick is 16.4. All right, 35 seconds in. First race on the brand new carpet here at NorCal Hobbies. All right, Carter Garcia, 15.9, doing just fine. 50 seconds in.
Five minutes left.
All right, Carter Garcia, 15.4. Patrick going 16.2. Anthony is 16.9. Rich going 17.4. And Theo, 19.1. Oh, careful back straight, guys. End of the back straight. Be careful, guys. And that is clear. All right, a minute 25 down, 4:35 to go. Right now it's Carter Garcia on a 23-lap pace. Got Anthony 21 flat, Patrick 21.06, Rich 19.04, Theo 18.16. A minute 40 down. So Carter now 5 seconds ahead of Anthony. Anthony just 0.7 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 14 ahead of Rich. Rich 13 ahead of Theo. Got buck 55 down.
4 minutes left.
In case you guys are wondering at home, yes, the grip is good. I'm going to try some fuzz bite rears when I have an opportunity to do so. Like the pin tires do grip very well, but there's some guys out here on cactuses, guys out here on fuzz bites. The new carpet will open up the tire selection a little bit. 2:30 down, 3:30 to go. Careful in the middle, guys. Middle right. That is clear. All right, Carter continuing to lead the way, 22.16. Got Patrick 21.01, Anthony 21.10, Rich 19.08, and Theo 17.11. This time by, Carter and Patrick just 1.5 apart. Got Patrick 4 seconds ahead of Anthony. Anthony a lap up on Rich, and Rich a lap up on Theo. 3:15 down, drivers, 2:45 to go. Carter holding down fast lap of 15.4. Got Patrick 16.2, Anthony 16.6. Rich is 17.2, Theo 19.0. All right, 2:20 remains. This is race number 1. Got 4 heats tonight. Since we are now live,
2 minutes
there are some
left.
people I want to thank for this. Of course, everyone who came out and helped with the track build, much appreciated. Got Jimmy Blackwell out here sweating his head off. Oh man, Jimmy was, Jimmy put in a lot of hours here, helping us get this carpet as good as it is. Also, shout out to my brother, Roger Serafin. Without him, well, he was the one who helped make this possible, so big thank you to Roger Serafin for that. Much appreciated. We're making NorCal even better. All right, a minute 20 to go, drivers. Patrick Brill now to the top spot, 22:10 in the works. Carter 22:16, Anthony 20:14, Rich at 19:08, Theo 17:03. Careful up front in the front chicane, guys. Ah, that was avoidable. 1 minute to go, drivers. Patrick still leading the way. 22 lap pace. He's 5 seconds ahead of Carter. Carter looks like 2 laps ahead of Anthony. Anthony 6 seconds ahead of Rich. And Rich 1 lap ahead of Theo. Carter that time around 15-1. He's having fun. Yeah, it is. It is. I can tell. Wednesday is technically a run what you brung. You know, we've seen 4-wheel drives out here. Heck, we've even seen Traxxas out here on Wednesday. It's one class Wednesday for the most part. Although if we have enough cars, we could run a second category. Some nights we do run stadium truck. All right, folks, getting close to the end here. Keep on going.
Ten quartet done. Anthony Zachiglowski done. Rich Bright done. Carter Garcia done. All drivers are
all right,
finished.
that'll be a race, guys. Patrick taking
Brill
this
done.
one down, 22-12. Carter going 22:19, Anthony 19:06, Rich 19:15, and Theo 17:02.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, moving in to race number 2. I'm going to need all drivers who just competed to come on out and marshal. Up next, it's going to be Martin, John, Alec, Lucas, and King. All right, one of the storylines here, will King do a 14-second lap in the race?
King Arroyo. Lucas Zachiglowski.
I don't know. He's been
John
pretty good
Milligan.
lately, but I don't know if he's 14-second good. We'll find out, though.
Alec Painter.
All right, I may need all my drivers from that last race. I may need your help out here. That'll be Patrick, Carter, Anthony, Rich, and Theo. No, not necessarily. Just, I kind of put some of the intermediate guys with the sportsman guys. Like you and Patrick, I consider to be
Martin Arroyo.
because we only have 4 heats tonight. But that being said, Carter, if you do want to borrow a 17.5, I think I have an extra one. Also, I think I'm going to put together a mod car.
Dude, it's so fun on this track. Like, it is so fun.
Actually, Patrick, if you can grab that little orange dot and move it on over. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that'd be perfect. All right, folks. Well, round 1 is going to be a live loop start. Theo, let's see. Theo, can I get you actually over here by the wheelchair ramp? Anthony has that area. I don't need 2 marshals there. So we'll get Theo over by the wheelchair ramp. Thank you, sir. All right, round 1, we're going live loop, so here we go. Oh, we got our first home run. All right, Lucas starts off 15-7, Alex 16-1, Martin 17-8, John a 16-7. All right, 30 seconds in. Everybody has completed lap number 1. Careful in turn 1, guys, turn 1. That is clear. All right, fast lap so far, 15-7 in this group. That is Lucas out front, driving the lilac and purple. All right,
5
going
minutes
pink wing
left.
today. Fresh paint, wet paint, don't touch. All right, 110 down, 450 to go. Right now, Lucas on a 23 lap run. Got Alec on 22:04, John 22:05, Martin 20:01. King, he's still working on the pace there. He had a rough opening lap, so kind of destroys your pace for the first couple minutes. So we'll revisit that once he's had a chance to lay down some laps. All right, you're good. All right, we're 140 down. Lucas out front. He's 2.3 ahead of Alec. Alec 7/10 of a second ahead of John. John 7 seconds ahead of Martin, and Martin 13 up on King. Still early here. 150 down, 4:10 to go.
Four minutes left.
Careful in front of the driver's stand, guys. That's getting cleared up. Got 2:05 down, 3:55 to go. Right now it's Lucas, Alec, John, followed by Martin King. Yeah, some of these guys in this race were helping out. Alec was definitely helping out. Martin and King were helping out. Carter was helping out. A big thank you to those guys. Oh. All right, we got 3:20 remaining. Right now, Lucas 23:09, Alec 22 flat, John 22:06, Martin 20:08. All right, Lucas 2.9 seconds ahead of Alec. Alec 3.1 ahead of John. John
3
18
minutes
ahead of
left.
Martin. Lucas just going 15.5. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. That's getting cleared up. And we got King returning to the racetrack. Last lap was a 142. Hot lap. All right, 3:20 in, 2:40 to go. Alex sets fast lap at a 15.4. But he's looking for more. Right now, Lucas 2.5 ahead of Alec. Alec 8.6 ahead of John. John 16 ahead of Martin. And Martin about 5 laps ahead of King. King had to make a trip to the garage for a moment. All right, looks like the tape is having a hard time sticking to the new carpet, so be aware of that, guys. Sorry about that.
2
Couple
minutes
spots
left.
that are a little, yeah. So just be aware of that, guys. Drive accordingly. Hopefully as this carpet breaks in, that won't be such an issue. This is basically the break-in race for this track. Ah, minute 40 to go, drivers. Once again, gotta thank Roger Serafin for helping us out. 4:40 down, a minute 20 to go. All right, 15.4 is the new fast lap by Alec Painter. We got 15.5 from Lucas, 15.8 from John, 16.3 for Martin, and a 16.2 for King. Careful in the chicane up front. Front
1
chicane,
minute
be
left.
careful. Hey, Anthony, yeah, when there's no cars going by, yeah, if you can walk on that. Thank you, sir. All right, 35 seconds to go. Alec now to the top spot. Got Alec and Lucas on near identical paces. "20 seconds to go. Right now, Lucas up by half a second. It's close out there. A little trouble for Alec. 15 seconds. All right, time is about to expire here. Just keep on going, guys. Computer will announce you
King
as
Arroyo
done.
Martin Arroyo done. Alec Painter done. John Milio done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a race, guys. That'll be a race.
Lucas
Lucas
done.
takes that one in the end, going 23-13. Got Alec at 22.06. John going 22.07. Martin at 20.06. King getting 15. All right, so those of you who are
The race
curious,
is completed.
King's fast lap, 16.2. What's up? No, I don't want to waste any more tape on that side because it's just going to come up again. So, yeah, if you guys are marshaling on the left side of the course, if you can walk on the tape when there's no cars coming by, it'd be much appreciated. Yeah, because of circumstances in that left bottom corner, it's just not going to stick for now. But yeah, if you guys can walk on the tape, if you're marshaling left side of the course when there's no
USA
cars coming by,
SRS.
be much appreciated.
Ryan R. Randall. Ray Silione. Eric Vasiodine. Brian Merck.
Interesting. Eric, when your car crosses, it checks in 3 times. The computer basically thinks you have 3 transponders. I'm not sure how or why, but it's a feature, not a flaw. Yeah, it happened before too, yeah. All right, let's see. Do I have all my marshals? That'll be Lucas, Alec, John, Martin, and King.
Oscar. Sid A.
All right, folks. We're going to go live loop here in just a few moments. Give each other some room. All right, got Brian 16-0, Ray 15-8, Mike 15-2. All right, we got 45 seconds in.
Five minutes left.
All right, we got Mike Hughes out front. He's on a 24-lap pace. Got Ray at 23.02, Ryan 22.07, Luis at 22.13. Still trying to figure out the situation with Eric's transponder. Kind of weird. All right, buck 35 down, 4:25 to go. Ray Saloni out front, 23.05 is his pace. Yeah, Mike Hughes 22.02, Brian Merck 22.08, Eric on a 21 flat, Ryan 21.10, and Luis 21.17. We're approaching 2 minutes down. Careful up front.
4 minutes left.
Got Saloni going up 15-3. Hughes a 15-1. Merck a 15-5. Vasutin 16-1. Randall 15-8. Cazares 15-5. Careful on the straight, guys. Go wide. That is clear. 220 down, 3:30 to go. Right now it's Saloni, Merck, Hughes, followed by Randall, Vasutin, and Cazares. All right, folks, 3:10 remains. Oh, careful on the left.
Three minutes left.
Right now, Saloni 8 seconds ahead of Hughes. Hughes 3/10 up on Merck. Merck 4.2 ahead of Randall. Randall 5 seconds ahead of Vasutin. And Vasutin 5 seconds ahead of Cazares. Got 3:15 down, 2:45 to go. Saloni, 23:12 in the works. Hughes at 22:03. Merck going 22:08. Randall 22:10. Vasutin at 21:08. And we got Luis going 20:03. 2:20 remains, drivers. All right, 2:15 remaining. Saloni, Hughes, Merck, Randall, Vasutin, Cazares. Your full running order.
Two minutes left.
A minute 55 remaining. All right, $1:35 to go. Ray on top of the leaderboard, 6.7 ahead of Merck. We got Brian, 1.4 ahead of Mike. Mike, 9.3 ahead of Ryan. Ryan, 1.9 ahead of Eric. And Eric, 4.6 ahead of Luis. A minute 20 to go, drivers. All right, minute 10 to go, drivers. Careful back straight, go wide. That is clear. Hold on just a sec. All right, go ahead.
1 minute left.
All right, 40 seconds remain. Right now it is Saloni, Hughes, Merck, Randall, Vasutin, Cazares. Got 35 seconds. Saloni 23:10, Merck 22:02, Hughes 22:05, Randall 22:14, Vasutin 22:16, Cazares 21:16. 20 seconds to go, drivers. All right, 10 seconds left. Careful up front. That is clear.
Brian Merck done. Eric Vasutin done. Ryan R. Randall done. Leader done. Ray Cilioni done.
All right, that'll be a
USA
race, guys. All
done.
cars finished.
The
Gonna
race
be
is
Ray
completed.
Saloni at 23:10. Brian Merck 22:01. Mike Hughes 22:07. Ryan Randall 22:12. Eric Vasutin 22:14. And Luis Cazares 21:13. All right, folks, moving into race number 4. Race number 4. That'll be Bryant, Brian, Kevin, George, and Jordan.
Kevin Allen. Rice cakes.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we have,
Gunther.
I don't know why, but yeah, it's just not sticking down there. Like, I know there's a leaking spot. No,
Jordan
no,
Rivera.
that's not sticking, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Will do. Okay. That might be rolling off.
George Lynn.
All right, we got our marshals making their way out to the track. Got Saloni, got Kasler, has got Randall. All right, folks, so we're going to get this party started here. Less than 5. Well, actually, Eric, you good? Okay. All right, this is race number 4 in motion. Got Brian to 14-2, Georgia 14-9, Kevin to 15-2, Brian 15-6, and Jordan 16-0. Opening lap here, race number 4. 30 seconds in. All right, 40 seconds in, Mirafuente out front. Opening up a 14-2 and a 14-3. That'll put his pace at a 26. Got George Lynn 24.05 at the moment. Brian Gross 24.04. Kevin 24.06. Jordan 24.13. We're 1 minute down, drivers.
5 minutes left.
Mirafuente now 3.5 seconds ahead of Lynn. Lynn 0.3 ahead of Gross. Gross 0.1 ahead of Allen. And Allen 1.2 ahead of Rabara. All right, minute 25 in, 4:35 to go. Mirafuente's pace now 25 flat. Lynn at a 25.13. Allen at 24.06. Rabara 24.12. And Gross 24.10. Now minute 45 down and 4:15 to go. Mirafuente currently 3.7 ahead of Lynn. Lynn 3.6 ahead of Gross. Gross 1.4 ahead of Rabara. Rabara 1.6 ahead of Allen. 2 minutes down.
4 minutes left.
Mirafuente first 13 on this layout. 13.9, doing just fine. 2:10 down, 3:50 to go. Mirafuente, Lynn, Gross, Rabara, Allen, your full order. So George going 14-3 that last time around. 2:30 down, 3:30 left. Bryant, George, Brian, Jordan, and Kevin, your full order so far. All right, after this race, we'll close down the track for just a couple minutes. Yeah, 3:10 to go, drivers. Bryant, George, Brian, Kevin, and Jordan.
3 minutes left.
3 down, 3 to go. Careful on the middle right. I think Eric's going to like this one. We're going to call that section right there the martini glass. All right, we got 325 in, 235 to go. Careful front chicane. That is getting cleared up. Mirafuente 26-11 is now the pace. Got George at 25-10, Brian A 24-14, Kevin 23-04, and Jordan 23-06. 345 in, 2:15 to go. Mirafuente, Lynn Gross, Alan Robara, your full order. We got 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Race leader flipping over at the martini glass. All right, 4:15 down, 1:45 to go. Mirafuente 5.4 ahead of Lynn. Lynn 13 ahead of Gross. Gross 2.9 ahead of Allen. Allen 0.8 ahead of Rabara. Minute 35 to go. Fast lap still being held down 13-9 by Bryant. We got 14-3 from George, 14-6 for Brian, 14-7 for Kevin, and 14-9 for Jordan. All right, buck 10 to go. So Bryant now 6.7 ahead of George. George 14 ahead of Brian.
Left.
Brian 3.4 ahead of Kevin. That's down to 1.7. And Kevin 1.1 ahead of Jordan. "45 seconds remain." "30 seconds to go, drivers." "25 seconds left." "15 seconds." BG just turning in his fast lap, 14.4. Oh, race leader taking quite the tumble.
Goomba done. Jordan Rivera done. George Lynn done. Rice cakes done. All drivers are finished.
All right, I'll be a race, guys.
Kevin
It's going to
Allen
be
done.
Bryant Mirafuente taking the W 25.06. Track is closed for a few. So Bryant 25.06, George going 25.12, Brian at 24.11, Kevin 24.15, Jordan 23.03. All right, got a little track maintenance going down.
The race is completed.
All right, let's say tentative start time for round two. Let's look at 7:15. right, race number 1. It is time to go.
Anthony Zachiglowski. Rich Bride. Ten Cartet.
Also, you gotta thank Bryn Fosca for his help too. If you see him in the
Carter
shop
Garcia.
later, give him a firm handshake. Maybe give him a candy bar. He likes candy. All right, got some of my marshals out here. If I
Patrick
got
Brill.
my guys from race 4 to the track at this time.
Hey, Kev. It's not the perfect.
All right, everybody's checked in. We got our marshals out here. Starting order for round 2, guys, will be Patrick 1, Carter 2, Anthony 3, Rich 4, and Theo 5. So once we get all cars to the left side of the course, Marshall! All right, guys, we're going with Patrick on the tone. Carter, Anthony, Rich, and Theodore. All right, Carter, 15-6. Some reason, Patrick, I don't know why, but lap 1 didn't count. So your time began on the second lap. Well, Patrick's opening lap 8, 16-8. Got Theo 18-9, Rich 19-0, Anthony at 20 flat. All right, Carter, Patrick, Theo, Rich, and Anthony, your current running order. We're just 50 seconds in.
Five minutes left.
All right, Carter, Patrick, Anthony, Theo, and Rich. Fast lap so far. Carter going 15-6. Patrick is 16-4. Anthony is 17-9. Oh, need a little help? Thank you. Oh, jeez. Anthony, if you want to pull your car over to one of the turn marshals, they might, maybe we can see. Oh, no, that's broken. Oh, sorry, Anthony. Patrick going 16-0 that last time by. Careful on that right side double, martini glass double. We're jumping over the martini glass. All right, a buck 50 down, 4:10 to go. Careful in turn one. That is clear.
4 minutes
All right,
left.
Patrick Carter, Anthony Theo Rich. Patrick going 15-7 last time around. Backing it up a 16-0. So that will put Patrick's pace out at 23:15. Yeah, Carter at 21:17. Theo 18:03 and Rich at 17:15. 2:30 down, 3:30 to go. Yeah, who wants to run Mod Buggy Friday night? I know Carter does. Brian does. No, we're racing this Friday. Yeah, I suppose. But you can always run a 17.5 car.
3
in mod.
minutes left.
That works. That's the way you get a little extra track time. All right, 3:10 down, 2:50 to go. Right now it's Patrick 23:15, Carter 21:06, Theo 19:18, Rich a 17 flat. We got 2:40 to go. All right, the new carpet break-in race. Round number 2 going down. This is race 1, round 2. 2:25 remaining drivers. Patrick 23:16, Carter 21:07, Theo 19:18, Rich is 17:03. Fastest lap here, Carter going 14:7. Oh. In a mod car.
Two minutes left.
All right, 4 down, 2 to go. All right, minute 45 remains. Oh, a little trouble for Carter, falling off the edge. So we are now down to 3 cars. Patrick 22:01, got Theo with 19:19, Rich 18:17. All right, minute 10 remaining in this race.
One minute left.
All right, Patrick, Theo, and Rich are remaining contestants. Patrick 22:05, Theo 19:18, and Rich 18:19. Race number 2 is up next. Be ready to go. "30 seconds left. All right, 20 seconds remain, drivers. Five seconds left. Keep on going, guys. Keep going.
Ten car Ted done. Patrick Brill done. All drivers are finished.
And that'll be a race, guys.
Rich Bright
Patrick
done.
going 22:02. Theo finishes an 18 flat. And Rich an 18:14.
The race is
All
completed.
right, I'm going to need all 5 drivers who started this race to come on out and turn marshal. Up next is going to be race number 2, Lucas, Alec, John, Martin, and King.
Lucas Sichiglowski. John Milio. King Arroyo. Alec Painter. Martin Arroyo.
Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. I got Anthony and Carter out here. I got Marshall over here on the right, too. If I get all of my drivers from that last race. All right, starting order is going to be Lucas 1, Alec 2, John 3, Martin 4, King 5. All right, we'll go with Lucas on the tone. Alec, John, Martin, and King. All right, 25 seconds in. Opening lap, we got Lucas going 16-1, John 16-6, King 16-7, Alec 17-0, Martin 17-0. All right, 40 down, 5:20 remains. All right, Alec Painter, 22:06 for pace. John now, 22:05. So 1 minute down.
5 minutes left.
John, 22:05. King, 22:09. Lucas, 22:16. Martin, 21:03. Alec, 21:10. Got minute 10 down, 4:50 to go. All right, a minute 30 down, 4:30 to go. Lucas 22:05 in the works. Alec at 22:16, King at 21:04, John at 21:13, and Martin 19:04. Fast lap so far. Lucas going 15:7. Got Alec at 16:1, King 16:1, John 15:8, and Martin 16:9. Minute 55 in. We're almost 2 minutes down.
4 minutes left.
Careful up front, guys. That is clear. 2:05 down, 3:55 remains. This is race number 2 on track. Lucas 22:03, John 21:03, Alec also 21:03, King at 21:16, Martin at 20:14. At 2:25 in, 3:35 to go. All right, 2:40 down, 3:20 left. All right, Lucas, John, Alec, King, and Martin, your full order. Lucas 22:01, Alec 22:15, John 21:05,
3 minutes
King
left.
21:08, and Martin 20:13. Just past 3 minutes in. So Lucas now 6 seconds ahead of Alec. Alec 4 seconds ahead of John. John 5 ahead of King. King 6 ahead of Martin. Milio just setting a new fast lap, 15:4. All right, 3:30 in, 2:30 to go. right, 3:45 in, 2:15 remains. Lucas, John, Alec, King, and Martin.
Two minutes left.
Let's see. Right now, Lucas 9 seconds ahead of John. John 1.2 ahead of Alec. Alec 12 ahead of King, and King 6 ahead of Martin. Yeah, a minute 45 to go, drivers. Lucas, Alec, John, King, Martin, your full running order. Minute 30 remains here. So Lucas now 9 seconds ahead of Alec. Alec 1.1 ahead of John. Minute 15 to go. Driver 75 seconds remain. All right, just over a minute, drivers.
1 minute left.
Closest battle here, John and Alex, 6/10 apart. Oh, we got Martin and King 2/10 apart now. 50 seconds remain. Lucas goes 15.5 that last lap. So Lucas now 8 ahead of John. John 4 ahead of Alec. And King 1.2 ahead of Martin. 30 seconds remain. $20 to go, drivers. All right, 10 seconds to go.
King Arroyo done. Martin Arroyo done. John Milio done. Alec Painter done.
All right,
All
that'll be a
drivers
race,
are
guys.
finished.
Lucas takes that one
Cichikowski
23-17. John goes 22-10. Alec
race
at
is
22-16. King 20-01. Martin 20-06. All right, folks, I may need all drivers to come on out and marshal. Up next is going to be race number 3. That'll be Ray, Brian, Mike, Ryan, Eric, and Luis.
Ray Silione. Lou S.A. Cazares. Oscar. Eric Vasiodine. Brian Merck.
I need a little help up front, please.
Ryan R. Randall. Leader.
All right, I'm looking for turn marshals, please. Looking for marshals. All right, Lucas, John, Alec, King, and Martin. Cool, got Alec, got John, got Anthony starring as a younger version of his dad. King and Martin, I need your help, guys. All right, got all the marshals out here. So we're going to get this party started here. Our starting order will be Ray 1, Brian 2, Mike 3, Ryan 4, Eric 5, Louis 6. All right, we're going to get this party started. Ray on the tone. Brian, Mike, Ryan, Eric, and Luis. All right, so fastest opening lap goes to Vasutin out of 15.9. Got 16.0 for Merck, 16.4 for Saloni, 17.2 for Cazares. 40 seconds in. All right, now TV out front. All right, we're 50 seconds in. Right now, Eric on 23.03, Ray on a 23.11, Mike a 22 flat, Brian 21.01, Luis 21.03, Ryan 21.16. Fast lap so far, 15.2 from Hughes. Got 15.3 from Saloni, 15.5 for Vasutin, 15.6 for Merck, 15.3 for Randall. All right, we're a buck 25 in, 4:35 to go. All right, buck 35 down, 4:25 left. Eric Vasutin, 0.03 ahead of Ray. Ray, 1 second ahead of Mike. Mike, 6 seconds ahead of Ryan. Ryan, 0.9 ahead of Brian. And Brian, 1.5 ahead of Luis. Minute 50 in. We're almost 2 minutes down. 15.2 for Vasutin. He backs it up at 15.3.
4 minutes left.
Saloni going to 14.8. Doing great. Careful up front. That is clear. We got 2:15 down, 3:45 left. Yeah, Eric Vasutin now on a 24 lap pace. Got Saloni on the verge, 23 flat. Hughes the 23.03, Randall 22.06, Cazares 22.13, and Merck at 22.17. All right, 2:45 in, 3:15 to go. All right. Got ourselves a battle for the lead here. Saloni and Vasutin, 0.05 apart.
3 minutes left.
Those guys are 0.7 ahead of Hughes. Hughes 7 seconds up on Ryan. Ryan 4.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.5 ahead of Luis. All right, Saloni now 24.15. Eric 23 flat. Mike 23 flat. Ryan going 23.13. Brian 22.04 and Luis 22.14. All right, 3:35 in, 2:25 to go. Oh, Mike Hughes now to the front. Hughes 24.14 in the works. Saloni 24.15. Vasutin also 24.15. Randall 23.11. Merck 22.03. Cazares
2 minutes
22.10.
left.
All right, 1:50 to go, drivers. So 1:35 remains. Hughes 0.9 ahead of Saloni. Saloni 0.3 ahead of Vasutin. Vasutin 7.3 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4.4 ahead of Brian. Brian 5 ahead of Luis. Hughes currently 24.13. Saloni 24.15. Got Eric 24-15, Ryan 23-10, Brian 23-15, and Luis 22-07. Careful up front, that is getting cleared up. All right, drivers, we are 5 minutes down.
1 minute left.
All right, Hughes now 1.4 ahead of Vasutin. Vasutin 2.7 ahead of Saloni. Got 45 seconds to go. Hughes 24-13 works careful after his chicane. 35 seconds left. Race leader down the back straight running the red-yellow. Vasutin in the 2 spot. 25 seconds left. Gap between Hughes and Vasutin, just 1.6. This one's going to come down to the final lap here. All right, time's about to expire. Well, it just did.
Ray Silioni done.
Keep going.
Brian Mert done. Leader done. Ryan R. Randall done. Oscar done. Eric Vasiodine done.
All right, that'll be a race,
All
guys.
drivers are finished.
Hughes takes that one,
Lou Essie Cazares done.
24-12. Got Vasutin 24-15. Saloni at 23-03. Randall goes 23-13. Merck at 22-04. Cazares at 22-14. All right, folks, moving into race,
The race is
number
completed.
4.
George Lynn. Kevin Allen. Rice Caves.
Yeah, do you have 2 transponders, Eric? Is that an MRT? Yeah. Yeah. Pin flag.
A brand new full set.
Okay. I don't know. And that's a Milapse. Or is that an old A and B? New Milapse. Huh, buy one, get one? Wild. That's wild. All right. All right, let's get all of our drivers out here. Got Saloni, I got Vasutin. Got Hughes out here as well.
Jordan Rivera. Gumpa.
All right, starting order for this round will be Bryant 1, George 2, Brian 3, Kevin 4, and Jordan 5. All right, we're going with Bryant on the tone. George, Brian, Kevin, and Jordan. All right, Brian starting us off 13-9, George 14-7, Brian a 15-0, Kevin a 15-7, and Jordan a 15-5. All right, so Mirafuente, 2 laps in already, 26.07 for pace. Got Lynn, 25.02. 45 seconds in the books. All right, Bryant, 26.10. Here's your early pace. He's 0.8 up
5
on
minutes
George.
left.
George on 25.08. Got BG, 24.01. Jordan going 24.08. Kevin also 24.08. A minute 10 in, drivers. This is race 4 on track, our final race of qualifying. All right, 135 in, 425 to go. Bryant, 26.10 in the works. Georgia, 25.08. Kevin, 24.09. Brian, 24.10. Jordan, 24.12. $1.50 down, 4:10 remains. BG just turning in his best lap.
4
Takes a
minutes
tumble
left.
there, but before that tumble, he went a 14.5. Got 2 minutes down. Bryant now 5 seconds ahead of George. George 5.4 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.1 ahead of Brian. And Brian 0.7 ahead of Kevin. All right, 225 down, 235 to go. All right, 240 down, 320 left. All right, Mirafuente on a 25.02 for pace. He's driving the blue and yellow ride. That's Spoon Honda X-Ray down the back straightaway. Of course, Team Power's power plant.
3 minutes left.
Yeah, George Lynn in the 2 spot, about 4 seconds back. George currently has an 8-second lead on Kevin. Kevin 2.2 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 4.6 ahead of Brian. Got 2:45 remaining, drivers. All right, 325 in, 235 to go. All right, 220 remains. Bryant going another 13.9. Yellow and blue. Yes, it's true. All right, we're just over 2 minutes remaining. 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Brian's pace now 25 flat. George 25.10. Kevin at 24.13. Jordan 23 flat. Brian 23.04. Careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Chicane. Oh, trouble for your leader. Minute 40 remains. All right. I don't know how well you guys can see it from down there, but I can definitely see the groove wearing in. It's even more evident on the camera when you guys watch the live feed later tonight. Yeah, for those of our viewers at home, they can definitely see that on the cam. Getting a nice groove in the track. Just over a minute to go, drivers. Careful up front.
1 minute left.
Mirafonte 25.05. George going 25.09. Kevin 24.13. Jordan 23 flat. Brian 23.05. Got 45 seconds left. "30 seconds remain, drivers." "20 seconds remain." Bryant 2.8 ahead of George. George 17 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 8 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.9 ahead of Brian. 10 seconds left. Keep going.
Goomba done. Rice cakes done. George Lynn done. Jordan Rivera done. All drivers are
All right,
finished.
that'll be your race, guys. Brian
Kevin
going
Allen done.
25.04. Georgia 25.09. Kevin 24.12. Brian 23.04. And Jordan also 23.04. All right, folks. Get the main
The
event
race
set
is
up, and I'll
completed.
get right back to you. All right, folks. So 21 racers dividing it into 3 groups of 7. Winner of each lower main goes up to the next one. So race number 1, our C group, going to be Luis Carter King, Martin Anthony Rich, and Theo. Race number 2 will be Ray, Lucas, Ryan, Brian, Patrick, Alec, and John. And our A group is going to be Bryant, George, Brian, Kevin, Mike, Eric, and Jordan. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. All right, so no practice? All right, guys, doing a little repair here. I will let you guys know, probably 10 minutes or so, we'll get the main event started.
10 car Ted.
All right, folks, it is time for race number 1. That'll be Luis Carter King, Martin, Anthony, Rich, and Theo. Turn marshals will be my A-man drivers. All right, guys, that first corner after a straightaway, please try to keep it tight. Please try not to hit the seam.
Anthony Zachiglowski.
All right, let's get all of our A-man drivers out here to marshal. Our C group is coming up. Winner of this one goes to the B.
Rich Bright. King Arroyo. Lu S.A. Cazares. Carter Garcia. Martin Arroyo.
All right, let's get all of our A-man guys out here to marshal, please. Let's see, it looks like everybody checked in. All right, folks, the lineup for this one is going to be Luis on the 1, Carter on the 2, King on the 3, Martin on the 4. Anthony, what's up? Only 1 minute. All right, Anthony's requesting 1 minute. So if you guys, I don't know, if you guys want to do another lap or something, we're giving him exactly 1 minute. And then we'll get this party started. So, yeah, starting order, Luis 1, Carter 2, King 3, Martin 4, Anthony 5, Rich 6, Theo 7. Be careful on the straightaway, guys. We got cars stopped on the straight, so be careful. Yeah, try to keep it tight in turn 1, guys. Try to keep it tight in turn 1. Hey, Eric, while you're there, can you check on Anthony and Lucas there? Does it look like they'll make it within a minute? All right, looks like we're going to make it. Awesome. All right, starting lineup, Luis 1, Carter 2, King 3, Martin 4, Anthony 5, Rich 6, and Theo 7. Get you on to number 5, the Cinco, Anthony. All right, folks, grid is good. We got marshals. Best of luck, drivers. Keep it clean. We're going racing. Less than 5. Here we go. Hold on a second, Theo. Hold on. Let Martin by. You're good to go. Okay. Oh, it's going to be Luis Cazares out front. Carter right there in the 2 spot. Anthony holding down the 3, just ahead of King. We're 30 seconds in. Still early in this one. Careful, back straight, back straight. That is clear. We got 40 down. Luis Cazares holding down the 1 spot. All right, we're 55 seconds in.
5 minutes left.
All right, got some leaders working their way through traffic here, so be careful. Be mindful of your leaders, please. Oh, help up front, front. Help back straight, back straight. Careful on the back straight, guys. That is clear. Buck 15 down, 4:45 to go. Right now, Luis, Carter, Anthony, King, Theo, Martin, and Rich, your full running order. Luis 1.9 ahead of Carter. Carter 10 seconds ahead of Anthony. Anthony 2 ahead of King. King 10 ahead of Theo. Theo 1.2 ahead of Martin. And Martin 2.3 ahead of Rich. Got a minute 40 down. This is race number 1. Careful turn 1, guys. Careful in turn 1. All right, that is clear. Buck 55 in. 2 minutes in.
4 minutes left.
Luis now 5 seconds ahead of Carter. Got battle for the 3 spot there. Anthony versus King. Whoa. 2:15 down. 3:45 remains. All right, race leader off and away down the back straight, running the green, white, and red. Got Carter in the 2 spot, running the white buggy with the martini stripes. King running the green and purple. Yeah, 2:35 down, 3:25 remaining. Careful up front in the chicane. That is clear. So Luis now 9 seconds ahead of Carter. Carter 7 ahead of King. King 5 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 5 ahead of Theo. Theo 0.3 ahead of Martin last time around. Yeah, 3 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Careful in the chicane up front. That is clear. Put him on the other side. No, he got it. Oh, you got Theo too. Yeah, 3:25 in, 2:35 to go. Careful, back straight. That is clear. A little trouble for your race leader. Careful in the chicane, guys. That is clear. Got 2:15 remaining now. Hey, gap between Cazares and Garcia has closed. Oh, careful, Anthony. Got your leaders coming up there. Got one more. Oh,
2 minutes left.
careful on the left, guys. Careful on the left. Oh, got one down the middle. Careful at the martini glass, guys. Uh-oh. All right, Luis, Carter, King, Anthony, Martin, Theo, and Rich, your full running order. .430 down, drivers, 1:30 to go, 90 seconds remain. Luis 5.7 ahead of Carter, Carter 6 ahead of King, King 10 ahead of Anthony, Anthony 4 ahead of Martin, Martin 15 ahead of Theo. We got 1:10 to go, drivers, 70 seconds left.
One minute left.
All right, heard the man, 1 to go. Luis, 6 seconds up. Careful on the left side. Yep, careful on the left. Careful with the rollers, guys. 45 seconds remain. .40 seconds left. Carter just pulling his best lap, 15.3. All right, 30 seconds to go, drivers. Everyone at least 5 seconds apart now. .15 seconds, drivers, 1:05 on the clock. All right, time's about to expire. Keep going until we hear cross
Martin
the
Arroyo
line.
done. Luis Cazares done.
So Luis
Rich
gonna
Bright
make it to
done.
the B group.
Carter Garcia done. King Arroyo done. 10 Ted done.
One more.
All drivers
All
are
right,
finished.
that'll be a race, guys.
Anthony
Got
Zachaglowski
Luis
done.
Cazares making it to the B main event.
The race is
Podium
completed.
for your C group, guys. Podium for the C group gonna be Carter, King, and Anthony. Carter, King, and Anthony, your podium for this one. All right. Our B main event is going to be Ray, Lucas, Ryan, Brian, Patrick, Alec, John, and Luis. May need all my drivers from that last one to come on out and marshal.
Ray Cilione. John Milio. Ryan R. Randall. Patrick Brill. Lucas Zachaglowski. Brian Merck. Alec Painter.
All right, I need a little help at the martini glass. I'm going to need some turn marshals, guys. Turn marshals for this race are going to be Carter, King, Anthony, Martin, Theo, and Rich. Say,
Blue
Carter,
S8 SRS.
Carter, can I get you by the pipe right here, the chicane? If I can get you, yeah, just like lean up against the wall over here in front of the driver's stand. Yeah, if you can lean up against the wall right there. Or, yeah, that works. Okay. And then King, yeah, this way a little bit. Awesome. All right, guys, grid is good. Marshals are good. We are going racing. Less than 5. Here we go. Winner of this one goes on to the A-main. Oh. Orange and white, hold up. Orange and white, you got to wait for the car. Okay, all good. All right, battle out front. Saloni versus Lucas versus Ryan. Got Alec in the 4, Patrick in the 5, followed by Luis, Brian, and John. 35 seconds in. All right, Ray Saloni out front. Oh, actually, Lucas now out front. Saloni in the 2, followed by Ryan. Ryan, Alec, and Patrick having a little battle now. Got 1 minute down.
5 minutes left.
All right, Lucas and Ray, 0.7 of a second out apart. We got Ray 1.9 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 1.6 ahead of Patrick. Oh, careful on that chicane up front. Got a minute 20 down, 4:40 left. Right now, Lucas holding down an 0.8 of a second lead. Those guys are 3.5 ahead of your third place car, which is now Patrick Brill. Yeah, Patrick. It looks like maybe a second ahead of Luis. This time by the line. Wow, 1 second exactly. Yeah, a minute 45 down, 1:45 to go. Sorry, 1:45 down, 4:15 to go. Got a little dyslexic there for a moment. All right, so Lucas now holding it down. Lilac and purple with the pink wing. Down the back straight he goes. Right now, lead up to 1.1. Got Ray 4 seconds ahead of Patrick. Patrick 1 second ahead of Luis. Luis 0.6 ahead of Alec. Alec 1.9 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.5 ahead of John. And John 2.8 ahead of Ryan. Got 2:25 down, 3:35 to go. 2:30 and 3:30 left. All right, Ray Saloni going new fast lap, 15:0. Way to go. Right now, Saloni 3 seconds up on Lucas. Lucas is 3 seconds ahead of Patrick. Patrick 0.7 ahead of Luis. Those guys 2 seconds ahead of Merck. All right, 3 minutes in.
3 minutes left.
Saloni, Siglowski, Brill, Kazut. Oh, careful on the back straight. Careful on the back straight, guys. That is clear. Got 2:45 to go. Ray 4 seconds ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2.5 ahead of Luis. Luis 0.9 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 1.5 ahead of Brian. Brian 6.7 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 2.5 ahead of Alec. And Alec 0.3 ahead of John. Got 2:25 remaining, drivers. Ray, Lucas, Luis, Patrick, Brian, Ryan, Alec, and John. 2:15 remains. It's our B group on track right now. Winner of this one goes to the A. At this present time, it's going to be Saloni 5.1 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2.9 ahead of Luis. Luis 0.8 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 0.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 7 seconds up on Ryan. Ryan 2 up on John. John 2 up on Alec. Buck 45 remains. All right, minute 35 remaining here, drivers. Wow, John Melio going to 15-0. Minute 25 remaining. Patrick going 15-2 that pass. Yeah, right now your race leader 5.8 ahead of second place. Yeah, Lucas 2.4 ahead of Luis. Luis 0.6 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 0.6 ahead of Brian. Looks like it's even closer now.
1 minute left.
You heard the man, 1 minute to go. 55 on the clock. Luis going 15-2 there. Ryan Randall 15-4. Alec Painter 15-3. 45 seconds left. Ray Saloni now 6.8 seconds in front. Oh. Lilac Purple with the pink wing is your second place car. Got third place coming pretty shortly. All right, 15 seconds left, drivers. 10 seconds to go. All right, time's about to expire.
Ryan R. Randall done.
Saloni gets by for a victory lap.
John
He doesn't
Melio
even
done.
have to finish this lap.
Lucas Sichigloski done.
Yeah,
Luis A. Cazares done.
you won the race.
Patrick Brill done. Brian Merck done.
All right, that'll
Alec
be a race,
Painter
guys.
done.
Saloni makes it to the
The
A
race
main.
is completed.
All right, podium for this one is going to be Lucas, Luis, and Patrick. Lucas, Luis, and Patrick will be your podium.
George Lynn. Kevin Allen.
Carter, you might as well just pull it off the track for
Leader.
now. Yeah, that's not getting restuck before the race.
Rice Cakes.
That's going to be Lucas, Luis, and Patrick to the podium.
Gunther. Eric Vasiodine. Ray Cilioni.
All right, I need a little help on that left side, guys. I need a marshal on the left, please. Yeah, I don't know who this marshal guy is, but everyone keeps yelling at him.
Jordan Rivera.
It's going to be funny when we get someone actually named Marshall. Actually, that's the name of Jeff Miranda's dog, Marshall.
Oscar.
All right, looks like I got most of my marshals here. Our lineup is going to be Bryant on the 1, George on the 2, Brian on the 3, Kevin 4, Hughes 5, Vasutin 6, Rabara 7, and Saloni 8. What Saloni ate? He ate the competition in the B main. All right, grid's looking good. Marshals are good. Drivers, best of luck. Let's keep it clean. Have a good race. We're going in less than 5. All right, so Mir Fuente leads them to completion of lap 1. Got George Lynn in the 2, Brian Gross in the 3 spot. Vasutin in the 4. It's a hornet's nest, though. 30 seconds in. Oh, a race leader on his lid. Now a former race leader. Got 40 seconds in. All right, now it is George Lynn out front. No relation to Theo, by the way. We got 50 seconds down. G. Lynn out front. 9
5
tenths of a
minutes
second
left.
up on Bryant. Bryant is 1.6 ahead of Brian. Brian 2.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.4 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.9 ahead of Ray. Ray 0.6 ahead of Eric. And Eric 2.5 ahead of Hughes. All right, we got minute 15 down. Fast lap being set at 14.0 by Mirafuente. Little collision there, first two cars, but they get it sorted. Oh, we got Tumbler. Careful on the left. All right, that is clear. All right, a $135 down, 4:25 left. All right, $145 in, 4:15 to go. George, Bryant, Brian, Kevin, Ray, Jordan, Mike, and Eric, your full running order. Fast
4
lap in
minutes
this
left.
one, 14.0 for Mirafuente, 14.3s for Lyndon Gross, 14.7 for Allen, 14.7 for Saloni, 14.8 for Jordan, and we got 15.0s for both Mike and Eric. 3:45 remains, drivers. George now 1.8 ahead of Bryant. Bryant 1.9. Oh. George 1.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.9 ahead of Bryant. Bryant 1.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2 seconds ahead of Ray. Careful, back straight, back straight. Careful, turn one. All right, 2:35 down, 3:25 left. George now 4.3 ahead of Bryant. Bryant 0.9 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.6 ahead of Ray. Ray 2 ahead of Jordan. Got 3 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Ah, and Hughes is broken. $250 to go, drivers. Mirafuente going 14.0 last pass. He is now 3.8 behind your race leader, George Lynn. 3:20 down, 2:40 to go. Got 2:30 remaining. Another 14.0 for Bryant. He is now 3.5 back of the race leader. Bryant now 3 seconds ahead of Brian. Brian 2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1.2 ahead of Ray. And Ray 3 up on Jordan. Looks like Saloni making a move. All right, we got just over 2 minutes remaining. We're 4 minutes
2
down.
minutes left.
George, Bryant, Brian, Ray, Kevin, Jordan, your remaining contestants. All right, race leader driving the orange car. Second place is going to be the yellow and blue. Your third place is going to be the yellow, orange, blue, and white. A minute 30 remains. Careful up front, guys. Chicane. That is clear. Minute 20 to go. Got leader approaching traffic. Good teamwork, guys. So leader's driving the orange ride. Careful of martini glass at the base, and that is clear. Just over 1 minute remains, drivers. Careful, turn one, turn one, turn one. That is clear.
1 minute left.
All right, like the man said, we got a minute to go. George, Bryant, Brian, Kevin, Ray, Jordan. Oh, up front, guys. Careful up front. 35 seconds remain. 30 seconds remain. All right, let's see our closest battle will be Kevin and Jordan. 15 seconds to go. Oh, race leader having a little incident there. 10 seconds left. We'll get by for one more lap. All right, time's about to expire.
Kevin Allen done.
Aw, man.
Rice Cakes done.
Ah, Mirafuente up
Ray
on his lid for a
Silioni done.
moment.
George Lynn done. Jordan Rivera done. All drivers are finished.
That'll be a race, guys.
Lumpa done.
You beat George, Bryant, and Brian on your podium tonight. Saloni taking the 4th spot, followed by Jordan, Kevin, Mike, and Eric.
The race is completed.
All right, that will conclude Wednesday night racing. Thank you guys for coming out, and thank you to everybody who helped out on this track build. We'll be doing it again Friday, guys. Hope to see you soon.